Hello everyone, welcome to Oliveboard. My name is Dinkar and I welcome you all in this session. I hope everybody is doing great, feeling healthy and fine. Good to see you again on Monday's evening at 9 p.m. Always at Thursday we just have a lecture till Thursday. Only after that we directly meet on Monday only. So it's a huge gap between the lectures, but everybody requires a little bit of rest, so it happens like this. So thank you for joining the session today, and today we are going to have our 90th session again. A very huge success that we are getting. 90th lecture we are doing under this series, and many people have got benefited out of this series, because not only this series or topics, the people are getting how to answer, what not to write, what to write, all these things. And this is already going on even in the workshop also. I have discussed many things and I have answered many queries regarding each and every of you, and just wanted to know if anybody's query has been left unattended. Just let me know that, write it down on the chat box, and I will surely clear it out of it for you. Okay, so you think yourself in a well stood place, just don't worry about anything, just follow all the things which we are saying. Okay, and you will see that you will have a great improvement in your writing skills, imagination skills, and various other aspects which are related to your examination. And see, people normally ask me, right, sir, what to do for writing. I do spelling mistake, I am very slow. See, if you are already telling your problem and you already know the answer, still you are asking from me. Right now, all the computer based tests, for that you have to practice writing skills on the computers. There is no other option for you. It is not like that some divine power will come and give you that blessing. Okay, when you sit in the exam, automatically the huge power will come in your fingers, and automatically all the answer will be coming. And so that is not a concept over here. Okay, so instead of just focusing on divine power, focus on your own willpower. Okay, I would just request everybody to that, only to practices. That is why this series has been started, to master descriptive answer writing, so that we are providing you a free portal for writing where you can check your speed. 20 minutes timer is there, even words counting limit is also there. So everything is there, it is just your will is required. Okay, don't worry about whether somebody is checking or not. And you just focus on attempting the question. You just focus on attempting the question. That is all what we are exactly needing from you. Okay, so thank you so much again for joining the session, and let me say good evening to all my friends those who have joined. And please, guys, have a habit of saying good evening or whatever it is if you are there, so that I can address you by your names. So here two people are there. Lalit is always there, AFS is always there. Good to see you, man, all of you. Great to see all of you, and really happy when I see your name in the comment box. So thank you for joining the session. And so let's start with our session of today. So, for the new joinee, this is a master descriptive answer writing for RBI Grade B 2021-2022. It is a 100-day series. Out of that, 90 days we have already covered. 90 days are already over. We have already discussed about ESI. We have already discussed about FNM. And right now, we are going regarding the essay writing practices, and after that we will be discussing about economic survey and the budget, and all those things we are going to discuss in the coming days. Okay, so today's topic on essay writing is inflation targeting. Okay, everybody knows the topic. Inflation targeting is just like we have to make sure that the inflation remain at a particular stage. It should not go too high and it should not go too low. Okay, so we have to maintain the inflation at a proper level. महंगाई को हमको कंट्रोल में रखना है, तभी हमने महंगाई के लिए एक पैरामीटर डिसाइड किया है कि किस रेंज में हमको महंगाई रखना है. ठीक है, just like that. Okay, so essay writing has always been we have to start with introduction, body, and conclusion. In your exam, you should give one para to this, two to three para for this, and conclusion one para, and all the things will be over. And make sure that your answer should be holistic. Your answer should be holistic, covering all the dimensional aspects of everything. Okay. Then, what points you should know what to write and all those, right? Normally, brief history. For main body, you should know something regarding social, economic, political, historical, environmental, gender, psychological, current affairs, demographic. Add some facts and figures, reports of government data, and all those things. If you know any cause and effect, you can add that also. This suggestion and prediction, if asked, you have to write. Otherwise, go to concluding paragraph and conclude the essay on a balanced note. Okay, like this much is what we are talking about, right? Now, importance of inflation targeting for Indian economy. Why we are talking about inflation targeting? So, inflation targeting is basically a monetary policy system wherein the central bank, that is RBI in our case, they set a specific target of inflation for medium term and publicizes this rate. Okay, recently the currency and financial finance report RCF has released the Reserve Bank of India states for the current inflation in the band of 4% plus or minus of 2%. Okay, in the coming 5 years, that means 4% is the exact that we wanted to achieve. If we are not able to achieve, we can go up to 6%, that is 6 percentage, that is plus 2, or we can go up to 2%, that is minus 2. Okay, but not more below than that or not more than 6%. But because of our COVID-19 pandemic and everything, there is slight normalization has been given, because it is difficult to control the inflation in these kind of pandemic kind of situation. Okay, when everything is running normal, then there is we can control this. But whenever our things are related to external things, like around 80% of oil we are importing, right? So whenever the things happen like this, when a pandemic happens, right now Russia Ukraine war is going on, so because of that prices of oil are getting affected, and because of the oil prices, most of the commodities are affected by that. Okay, so since we do not have any kind of energy security in our country, because we are not producing that much, so we are totally dependent on external sectors. So whether there will be going to huge inflation or not, that depends on the external factor, that is not on our own control, right? So how the inflation targeting is done: a central bank seeks to readjust its monetary policies, repo rate, reserve repo rate, bank rate, SLR ratio, CRR ratio. Okay, all these things are used in order to readjust the monetary policy by doing inflation targeting. So this is done by raising the lowering of the interest rate. Whenever we are lowering the interest rate based on the above target or below the target respectively, so normally the raising interest rate cools the economy. Okay, that means if you are raising the interest rate, people are taking less loans. Because of that, the money supply get reduced in the country, and because of that, the inflation comes in control. And whenever we are lowering the interest rate, that means more and more money will be flowing in the economy, so it will accelerate the economy. Okay, so it will boost the inflation. So that is why we have to make sure that neither the economy should get too much of coolness, or it should not go too much cool, or neither it get too much of hot. Okay, like that. The first three countries to implement the full-fledged inflation target were New Zealand, Canada, and the UK. That they have done in early 90s. And Germany has also adopted many elements of inflation targeting. Okay. Now, What are the benefits and the drawback of inflation targeting? Okay, so as we all know that whenever we do something, there is some kind of benefits and some of the demerits related to that. Okay, so inflation targeting comes with a fair share of benefits and drawbacks, right? So what are the benefits of inflation targeting? Inflation targeting allows the monetary policies to focus on domestic consideration. Okay, whenever we see that the prices are rising in our country, so we just follow all the monetary policy instrument, we just focus on the domestic consideration. Okay, and we respond to the shock of in the domestic economy if anything happens, so we just work on the monetary policies instrument and all these things, which is not possible under the fixed exchange rate system. Transparency is another key benefit of inflation targeting, so there is a kind of a transparency that is also maintained. Central bank in the developed countries that have successfully implemented inflation targeting tends to maintain regular channel of communication with the public. So various places throughout the world, their central bank are successfully implementing the inflation targeting. They are saying that why we are doing this, why they are not doing. Right now, you have heard that Federal Bank, that is the Central Bank of USA, has increased interest rate, okay, in the US economy, right? So they normally do, and they normally tend to tell the public regarding with a proper communication channel that today we are reducing the interest rate, after that we are increasing that interest rate. I hope everybody knows 2008 to 2009 financial crisis that has happened, right? 2008 2009, where economy got into a depression, right? So that happens because of the housing crisis, we can call it as a name. Okay, because during that time, so this has not happened only in 2008. The seed of this collapse has already been sown during 2001 to 2002, because the US economy was following a very low interest rate. People are getting money at a very reduced interest rate. Everybody is buying the houses and everything. People are getting too much of money from the bank because interest rate were very, very low, very, very low. Okay, but slowly, people have uh, defaulting on their loans. Okay, so because of that, people have defaulted on their loans, and because of that, the government has taken control. The bank has taken control over their houses. So now all the houses are with the bank, which have no values, because the people who defaulted on the loans, the bank will take away their home because you have defaulted on your houses loan, right? So right now the banks are having houses which has no value at all, and the bank are not having any money. So because of that, only 2008 2009 financial crisis happened. The government has to come in order to protect the city bank of, I think that is the biggest bank of USA, to protect that. Okay, so this is what happens when you follow very low style inflation, in low style interest rate, because if too much of money is flowing, it will create a huge kind of issue in the market. Okay, so from then only, the federal bank and all those things have regulated their monetary practices. They wanted to properly make sure that neither should go too low, neither it should remain too high. Okay, so in order to control the money services. Okay, so an explicit numerical inflation targeting increases a central bank accountability. That means we have given the numerical inflation target. What target we have given to our RBI? 4% inflation target we have given to RBI. So we have said that do whatever you can. Just make sure that inflation should remain within 4%, or plus 2%, or minus 2%, not more than that. Okay. So because of this numerical value, there is a accountability that has been set, right? So it is likely less likely that the central bank fall prey to the timely inconsistent trap. This accountability is especially significant because even countries with a weak institution can build public support for independent central bank. Okay, so whenever we do all these type of things, so it creates a kind of a confidence among the various institutions that we have been given the target of doing all these things. So we should do this, right? Just 1 minute, please. Okay. Now, what are the drawbacks of this inflation targeting? Let me say hi, hello first. Okay, Akriti, it's okay, no problem. Yes, EFS, yes, the inflation has reached and crossed the limits over there. Hello, Indu, welcome to the session. Great to see you over here. Thank you for joining the session. Okay, so what are the drawbacks? There is a propensity of inflation targeting to neglect the output shock by focusing solely on the price level. Normally, what we do is we just wanted to control the money, but exactly we are not looking what exactly is causing this inflation. Okay, we simply reduce the money, we simply increase the money, but we also have to focus why this inflation is happening. Maybe some other reason can happen, like if some goods is not there in the market, all of a sudden the, like all onion, if we say onion shortage has happened, so all of a sudden the prices of onion goes out of control. So we have to make sure that exactly we have to find it out what is the exact thing that is causing inflation. Okay, so leading economist argues that inflation targeting would maintain or enhance the transparency associated with the system based on the stated targets. We have already given the target, while restoring the balance missing from the monetary policies based solely on the price stability. We are just simply focusing on the price stability, but we are neglecting the other factors, external factors, internal factors. Maybe that inflation is well structured, that means somebody is purposely creating that inflation. Okay, maybe it is not natural. Okay, so all these things are there. We are, if we are just focusing on maintaining the price stability, we are neglecting various other factors, all these things. So this is the drawback. We have said that okay, 4% you have to maintain, do whatever you can. Okay, but we have to also see other factors. Why this is happening? Okay, if we are able to control that factor, automatically the level will be reached, right? So this is the way. Now, why is inflation targeting is important? Why this is important? Inflation targeting means central bank are responsible for using monetary policies to keep inflation close to the agreed target. Okay, they can utilize repo rates, reverse repo rates, bank rate, statutory liquidity ratio SLR, cash reserve ratio, and many other things are there. But these are the important tools through which normally central bank keep the monetary fund under the control. Okay, so inflation target were introduced to help reduce inflation expectation and help avoid the period of high inflation, which destabilizes the global economies in 1970s and 80s and even in 2008 and 9. Okay, US main bank was there on the verge of collapse. Okay, now how does inflation targeting operates when there is an inflation? So how this is work, how this normally works, I have already told you the working of it. Okay, so whenever too much of money is flowing, I just say too much money flowing, increase interest. That means if somebody goes to the bank and say I have to apply for a bank loan, for a housing loan. Earlier housing loan, you were saying that 10% interest. Now after increasing the interest rate, no, now you will say that no, you have to pay 15% interest if you wanted to take housing loan. So automatically the person will some person may take, some person may not take. So because of that, the money will not be easily available to the people. If too less money flowing, decrease interest rate, like if people are not taking loans and all those things. So right now in covid what government has done, government has reduced the interest rate, so that more and more people should buy the things, they should buy many things, house and all those things, so that because they have to pay less interest on these loan amount. Okay, so government has reduced the interest rate in order to accelerate the economy. Okay, so this is how the things function, right? I hope everybody got the concept, right? Please let me know. So, inflation targeting is a monetary policy where the central bank sets a specific inflation rate and its goal. The central bank does this to make you believe prices will continue rising. It spurs the economy by making you to buy things. Okay, when we are allowing you to buy things, that means interest rate are lower. When we are not allowing you to buy the things, that means interest rate are higher. Okay, so it is like that. Great, great, great. Now, who sets the inflation target in India? The inflation target in India is set together by the central bank of country, which is the Reserve Bank of India, and the government of India. They both sit together and then they decide what is the inflation rate. So, based on the Reserve Bank of India Act of 1934, this process is done. So, right now for 5 years, the inflation target we have to achieve is 4%. Okay, plus 2%, that is 6% you can go, and 2% less you can go. So between this range you have to be there, and this is the exact range that we have to follow. Minus 2% also you can go, and plus 2% also you can go. Okay, but not more than that. But because of the covid-19, we are just right now not looking at it, but slowly when the situation is getting improved, we are looking for it so that we can easily improve the situation over it. Okay, so what is the need for inflation targeting? So inflation targeting bring more stability, okay, predictability and transparency deciding the monetary policy. It should not be like that automatically too much of money should automatically money has come, automatically huge amount of money is absorbed from the market. So no, it has to be balanced, right? It creates stability, it creates predictability, and it also creates transparency in deciding the monetary policy. So in normal words we say that we have a clarity over our monetary policy. Okay, monetary policy is decided by RBI, and fiscal policy is decided by our government, right? Everybody knows that, right? So, when was inflation targeting adopted in India? So, in 2015, RBI and government agreed on a policy framework. RBI Act was amended. So, this RBI Act was amended and to provide a statutory basis for this framework. So, flexible inflation target was adopted in 2016. That is 4% we have to achieve. Okay, we have to keep our inflation at 4% plus minus 2%, right? So this is the question for all of you guys. We have reached to the end of our lecture. Any question is there, please let me know. So the question is, what is inflation targeting? Discuss the problem and challenges with inflation targeting. Okay, so this 90th question has been updated in the portal. You can go there and attend the question over there. Okay, it is a free portal. Okay, I think everybody can go there and attend the lecture over attend the question over there. Just 1 minute, let me see if I can just show you off over there the things. Okay guys, see here, if you just 1 minute. Okay guys, now you can see my screen, right? Right now guys, you can see my screen, right? So here just type oliveboard.in, just click on that first one, Then cancel this and come here on the left part here. Discuss forum is written. Okay, in the last logout is written there. Discuss forum is written here. Click on that. Okay, then it will open next regulatory bodies, say RBI, SEBI, Nabard, descriptive RBI. So you have to click on this descriptive RBI grade B. Descriptive RBI grade B, you have to click over here. When you click on that, you will see that here total 90 questions are there. Total 90 questions are there. Just to see, today's question is also updated. If you just press on this, take test, so the question will come and you can start the test automatically. This 20 minutes timer will start, and you start writing over here, and automatically see the word count will be coming. Okay, like this, and you just submit it. Okay, I hope everybody knows this free portal, right? And then you just submit it, right? So this is the way you can attempt the question in the portal, right? And this is the way I have already shown. And if any so if you attempt 3 question, you will get 35% off on all RBI plans, guys. uh, and if you have any issue, just contact riti.gulati@oliveboard.in. If you are not getting the coupon code, she will provide you with that. Okay, and we have a huge community in YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Do go there, subscribe to our social media platforms. Okay, guys. And at the last, never forget to like, subscribe, and follow. Happy learning, guys. Thank you so much for joining the session on time. Any questions you are having, please let me know. I am just there for 1 minute. I'm there for 1 minute. If any question is there, please let me know. Thank you, Akriti. Thank you, FS. Thank you, Indu. Thank you, Lalit. Everybody, so good to see you. All your names. Please, guys, whenever the session is starting, please let your name come in the chat box, because I just wanted to address all of you by your names, because it feels really great when I see and when I address you by your names. Akriti, new things are coming. Don't worry. All the new things are coming. Just wait for it. Okay. We are planning good things for all of you. Okay. Just wait for it. Anybody else has any question to ask? Okay. Then I will be seeing you tomorrow again at 9 p.m., guys. We will be discussing 91st lecture yesterday. Okay. So see you then. Good to see you, and take care. Bye bye. Good night. And please follow all the COVID-19 protocols. Don't worry, Akriti. Just we will be coming out with one various series, and it will be very much beneficial to all of you. And I think you all will be enjoying, and I hope you are enjoying with me. I am expect. I am expecting like that you are enjoying with me, but I don't know what is there in all of your mind. Okay, since we have reached to here, so it is all because all of you. So thank you so much, and great to see you. And again, meeting you at 9 p.m. Great. Bye bye. Take care and good night.